let's talk this Thursday night game.
Let's get it.
Was it 3-4 Bucs hosting the 4-3 Ravens?
It's a must-win here, folks. A must-win. It's a friggin' must-win, people.
Talk to me about it. What do you got, Eddie?
It's an absolute must-win. It's crazy. It's tough. I still don't know who I want to take right now. You know, I mean, I'm checking the numbers. We're checking things out here.
Throw some numbers out at us.
What
the numbers saying? Feed me some stuff.
Look, I mean, it's tough. I mean, Baltimore.
The big numbers I saw that like really stick out at you when I was looking at it, and obviously on the Bucs side of things. Brady 10-1 on Thursday nights. As a home underdog, which they are, he's 9-3. Those are pretty compelling numbers, but things haven't been the average Brady season up until this point. What kind of numbers did you find? What's sticking out at you?
You know, the fact that the Bucs aren't scoring but 17 points a game. I mean, a defense is only allowing 17 points a game. You know, I mean, Baltimore scoring 25 points a game, and they're allowing 23 points a game. What's crazy here is, right, like, you want to look at the numbers and be like, look, the Bucs are going to hold them. You know, it's just not going to – they're not going to score. They're only putting up 25 to begin with. You know, the Bucs could probably hold that. You know, they're not letting up a lot. You know, yards rushing. You know, they're only allowing 118. You know, but the thing is like, you know, Lamar's electric, right? But what is that Baltimore defense? It's like, you know, if you're not comfortable with the Bucs scoring 17 points a game, you got Baltimore's defense has just been horrid in the second half. Like, they're literally just letting up games. They're just blowing 10-point leads. It's really tough, you know. It's tough to take Baltimore, but you're like, Baltimore kind of has like a little bit more of that wow factor coming into this game than the Bucs do. I mean, both teams are kind of struggling and just trying to find ways to win. I mean, Tampa more 3-4 than Baltimore 4-3, but I mean, they're a game apart, you know. I mean, somebody's gonna go, you know, 500 here, and somebody's, you know, either way, somebody's going 500 here. You know, I wanna go Baltimore Ravens. And I think I'm just going to pull the trigger on the Baltimore Ravens, even though like everything's telling me to take the Bucs. You know, that the Bucs are gonna hold back on this one. You know, because Baltimore's allowing 23 points a game. It's telling me that the Bucs will score more than 17 points. Because I mean, they're just going to manufacture points in this game. Because
you're going straight analytics on
it. Yeah, because
straight by the numbers, Mister. Yeah. The numbers don't tell the whole story. Eddie's.
Yeah,
but he's playing numbers cards.
Yeah, but that defense is good enough. That defense is good enough to stop the run. I mean, you know, you're going to force the Ravens to have to throw the ball again. You know, and maybe this is where Lamar makes a mistake. You know, I mean, you know, he's been throwing the ball up. You know, he's got 6 INTs on the year, almost 200 passes.
I mean, for me, just based off what the Bucs have given me for the past 4 weeks, I see the Ravens just kind of cruising all game, and then the key point to this game is the fourth quarter, where the Ravens, I believe, are bottom 5 in point differential there in the fourth quarter, and the Bucs, not that they're great there in the fourth quarter, but they're at least positive in the points differential, you know, fourth quarter wise. So if it comes down to the Bucs making a comeback, it's going to be in the fourth quarter. Just pretty standard Ravens team. Both teams have good kickers. But at the end of the day, I just think the Ravens are going to have too far of a lead for the Bucs to catch up.
Wow, I did not expect both of you guys to go that way.
Well, the numbers
giving up 133 yards on the ground in the last 3 games. Ravens rushing for $175 in the last 3 games. Whew. Lamar not so magical though. 3 touchdowns, 4 INTs in his last 4 games after that blazing start. I think the Bucs do get behind it as well. I think they come back and win it. I I think it's going to be a situation to where the Bucs are going to, at some point, realize that this is real and they could legitly have a bad season here and the wheels could legitly fall off of this thing. And I think everybody steps up, plays their A game at the end when it really matters. Brady comes through, that offense comes through. I feel like Levante David maybe comes out and makes a play, maybe a turnover, maybe a fumble on Lamar scrambling, because I love the way those linebackers run for Tampa. It's one of the funnest things to watch when you're watching a Buccaneers game is the hustle and the outright speed that linebacking core possesses. It's a thing of beauty. Sometimes it works against a detriment and they'll overrun a play, but 9 times out of 10, them boys are hitting. So I'm gonna go Bucs. I'm gonna go Bucs. I think it's close. 24-23 sounds about right to me. I'm gonna go Bucs.
I mean, they're favored.
I like it, and like you said, the linebackers are quick and they can things. And I've touched on it before. That when I was talking about the Bucs recap one game, and I just said I want more out of Devin White because he's overshooting his shots and he's slowly getting better. But this could be a game where he overshoots a shot on a scrambling Lamar, and Lamar hits Mark Andrews, for an easy 30 kind of thing.
Andrews still banged up with the knee, didn't practice today, but he plans on playing. Bateman didn't practice as well. He had been out the previous couple of games before last game with the foot, and those two being banged up has definitely showed up on the passing offense because all you're looking at is Duvernay, which was nice when those two pieces were operating at full strength. But since those two have been banged up, it's been a little bit hard sledding. And again, I feel like the Bucs put on their big boy pants, get back to that rush defense, get back to the basics. There were the weekly talk that I heard from Brady and a number of the guys from the Bucs was, we got to look at ourselves in the mirror as a man and do better than what we've been doing. Yeah. It feels a lot more calmer than the previous weeks where Brady was about to blow his top. I think it's a theme. I think it's something they're going to have to work with this whole season. But I think this game, it rallies up, and I think the Bucs pull out the dub.
I'd love to see it. But just continuing on with the linebackers, the depth has fallen off there a little bit with KJ Britt going on IR. He was the backup to Devin White, and good special teamers guy. He's one of the first guys on the ball every time on a punt and a kickoff. So that's going to hurt a little bit, but the starters there are good. As long as Murphy Bunting healthy it's him. But
at safety,
Winfield's been like the nickel safety. He's been like the third guy for a lot of this year. But they've had to move pieces around since I think Logan Ryan was out, and so Keanu Neal has come in, and now Winfield's going out, and so they're bringing. I don't know who I guess if Winfield does stay down, I'm not exactly sure who goes in. I just know in that nickel-ish spot when they moved Winfield back to safety, they brought Sean Murphy Bunting in, and then he was immediately targeted there by PJ Walker. I think his first throw when Murphy Bunting stepped on the field. But
interesting chess match for sure. But Winfield's another one that I really like watching play. He's always around the ball, and I think I saw earlier today that he was ruled out for this game. Not 100% on it, but I think he's supposed to miss this game.
I mean, it's early week. It's a lot for them to fix, I think, on short notice. That was another big point for me of them, back-to-back disappointing games, and then there's so much to fix on 3 practices.
For sure.
And that's not even and a practice of that's going to be on film.